Grand Rise, good morning. This will be your first edition of Road to Recovery, Episode 1, The Right Turn. So, a lot of you know that I struggled with a drug problem for over 10, 15 years, give, take a little. And the funny thing about it, you guys, and I don't know if anyone on here would ever admit it, crack that everybody think is so ugh and the worst. No, it's not. Let me be the test dummy to tell you. No. If cocaine was all that society got a hold to, man, I tell you, we'd be a better place. But see, a lot of people take and think that cocaine is that number one drug that just destroy, kill, steal. And it does it. It does it. It does. But we're going to go deeper to a point where the doctors get you well to a point that you're so well, you're a junkie. How does all this tie in together? I don't know. Trying to figure it out. May not ever know. But some parts of the opiate epidemic makes me go back to the Bible of a plague. And that will be discussed on down the line. How all this fit into life, the doing of the universe, and all. But we all gonna be tempted of something. A lot of people get off easy. It's food. It may even be sexual. And sometimes people that have had or have habits look at that as being light, even compared to cocaine. See, this is, I want to be able to break it down to you what each one do and which one is worse. Because there are people will holler, a drug is a drug. Yeah, a drug is a drug. But some drugs do you worse than the other. This is where I'm going to try to, hey, Uni, Lisa. This is where I'm trying to break down. I'm glad you in here, Lisa, because you was with me when I came down off of those opiates. Y'all was you, Liz. Y'all was there. Y'all saw the many faces, the many phases I went through. And even though I'm not on this mess, which I call it mess now, was my miracle drug the doctor gave it to, I still struggle, y'all. And I had to come to terms with myself that I will struggle the rest of my life. And it's triggers to this. I mean, this is where I didn't start. I got caught up in the mumbo jumbo, the back and forth, because that helped no one, especially about nothing. Okay. When it comes to the racist thing, Uni, I understand to the fullest. Now that's something to fight for. Okay. This is where we get thrown off balance as a race. We fight for all the wrong shit. It would be a glorious thing for us to be a cousin, a glorious thing for us to come together and fight against things that we know being brought inside black communities, such as we go do studies on opioid or opiates, which is given by a doctor. Let's see what percentage get more opiates than the other. Hmm. I was told that that was a white man's drug. Because, yes, I was arrested. I'm quite sure somebody doxed me. I was on them so bad back in 2005. Now, you all think I was on cocaine for 2 years straight, every day, didn't miss a beat. And I walked away. No symptoms. Only thing that triggered me was when I got money and knew my rent wasn't due. I knew it wasn't nothing due and I could spend money on it and I had to make a choice. Now that riddled me a little, but it was nothing like this synthetic heroin, which that's what opiates are. It is stronger than the real heroin that we go purchase off the street. The man-made heroin is what's killing us. No, they don't never go away. And this is why I'm gonna say I took a lot of anger from what was being said about my child, and I mixed it all up, and I just went in full blast on that girl over there because it's what she is to me now. Because any woman, I can see us getting into it, I can see us having a little squabble. But when we go 3 freaking years back and forth, and nobody's right, that's a problem. There was time wasted on my behalf. There was time that stopped me from moving forward in this world that I'm already trapped in. So I have to fully blame myself for not taking care of me and my needs to go over here and entertain somebody that will never, ever have any kind of care about their life. Because if you did, there's no way a nigga off the internet could have came around you and your babies. But I'm not going to get off the track because I came on here to extend an olive branch to anybody. Don't be ashamed. Was I ashamed when I first came over here on here and spilled my beans? Yeah and no. Because you know what? I finally told somebody that damn secret. And that's the thing too. When people don't want you to know that they're doing things such as opiates, and I'm like I said, I'm gonna throw crack to the side because it, like Whitney Houston says, whack. It has no bearings on the body whatsoever, like those opiates. No bearing, no comparison. I mean, let me look down here to check. Yeah. No, ma'am, Unitime. Uni, I can't say your name. Beautiful woman. And you know what? The best thing you can do, Uni, is be there. I'm not saying feed the habit, but let me give you another example. And this is true, y'all. I know a lot of people are break down and be like, "Oh, I heard it hurts me. I can't take the opiates." They're not lying. Where if you don't get cocaine, it's just like I don't have it. It's a little discomfort, little, very little. Or if you go eat a cracker or something, that craving will go away. But with the opiates, it's a physical, mental nightmare. You miss one pill. If you take 2 pain pills a day, you better have them bastards right there. I mean, the minute, the second, the hour. If you take them every 3 hours, it can't be a 3 hours and 2 minutes. You better get it in. And this is the stronghold, the opiates. Yeah, the hydros, the oxys, the perks. Those are by far the worst. And the sad part about it, they the worst because the doctor can't give them to you. I can go in there and tell Dr. Doolittle that my tooth hurts, and I'm guaranteed, I am guaranteed at least 24. And you know what? You know what? This right here, feeling, and I kind of got thrown out. This feeling here will take you places you never been before. No, no, Joni, no, no. See, and this is something else. Faith and JJ, and I don't have no problem with telling them, they still active drug users. This is why they come on here and deny. Not once will you hear me say, oh no, I'm not an active drug user now. But one little thing, if I don't keep tabs on myself, I will go back. It's just that easy. No, what you, and I understand. No, it's a lot of shit that's been said and done by these people. And you know why that is? Because these people are operating in a fucking crackhead mentality. You steal, you lie, you cheat. You all will know when these people are cleaning their act up because you know what? They will begin to recognize the crookedness of their ways. Drugs make you do a lot of things and make you feel like you a lot of people. And I'm laughing at that because after my accident, I felt so low. I even went as far as to get married. Took me down some more. Yes, ma'am, they do. Hey, Steel Cross, Mr. and Mrs. Steele and cousin. Good morning. They are. And see that was a get rich quick scheme for them. We come on here and we play like we're concerned and we play like this and we can get them because y'all want to know what a crack smoker is the smartest motherfucker on earth. Y'all may not believe me on that, and you know what? Y'all probably say like Queen Miko, that bitch is high now. That hoe done smoked some crack this morning. No, I promise you, I don't know why, where, how, and I'm not just gonna say crack. That's any addiction. You get skills like that where your words flow just right, your rhythm is just right, all that. Far as her, Lisa, you know what's gonna happen to her. Me being that she thought that it was funny, and she thought that that was a way to break you and I down. We all forget that we have offspring. We all forget that sometimes we get in low. Everybody get in low places. I don't care who you are. You will reach a all-time low in life. You may not have a child killed. You may not get shot yourself. You may not even have shit as bad as what happened to me in life happened to you. Everybody, you know, what am I trying to say? Level of acceptance of life is not the same. Everybody cannot deal with certain things without a crutch. Y'all, I'm still working on it. My goal was to get my GED and try to open a rehab. I can sit here and I can tell you all the ins, all the outs, but I can't make anybody want to help themselves. I can't. I would love to. But the first thing, y'all know what I had to do? Was stop lying on my deceased child. I got high because she got killed. No. I got high because I was hurt. I was ass hurt, butt hurt, face hurt. I was just hurt. And I took a step towards something that I knew what it would do. Hey, it wasn't like I didn't see what it was capable of doing. But at the time, I didn't care. I just wanted to feel good, not to forget. Let's make no fucking mistakes. And this is where I kind of get mad at the rehabs because they don't break it down. Identify why you did it. Let's go all the way back. And please don't say because your mama beat you because you was raped. I was raped also as a child. And behind that rape, I got a ass whooping out this world because I was 4. He was 16. I couldn't fight him. So I mean, it's a long history of shit, but I'm not gonna put that on there. I'm gonna put that on. I was grown as hell. I had eyes to see, up spraying of damn flies. I had eyes to see what it did to my other people. Why? Why it's not gonna do that to me? So this little get up we get, my mom got killed. No, it's time for America to stop those excuses. Stop it. Put your big boy undies and your big girl briefies on and walk your walk and straighten your talk. You can't continuously put your downfall on somebody else. I don't care if it's your mother that passed, if you got your ass kicked out. At one point, you got to come to yourself and say, I failed me. Not the system, not mommy, not daddy. You fail you. Because at the end of the day, it was your choice. Good morning, Sakina. Exactly. See that's the thing. You just can't. You gotta have a drive. All addicts have to have a drive. If you don't have a drive, you will bag up and go right back to the crack man house. You will go right back to the doctor with another complaint. And in my opinion, a lot of doctors, we see how this COVID going. So let's think about these pills that got out here before the COVID. Do you know just as many people have overdosed on doctor given pain medication than we have had people die of COVID? I can't 100% say. I'm going to go look. But from the comparison I did, we got more people dead from synthetic heroin use than we do from the COVID. When you go into rehab, email me, Sakina, because I love you. I have always. We got into a thing with that beast monkey over there. And I have to make this clear. Lovely almost took me to a place where I destroyed myself. Let the truth be known. I will never fuck with her again. That is the devil. So I think it's a little bit of insecurity that I feel like you don't have full trust, and I understand that. I really do. But just know, I'm not here to hurt you. I never meant to inflict any hurt on you, nor Karen, neither one of y'all, or straight drop. I got love for all y'all. I really do. I just sometimes feel like people don't accept me because of what Big Back over there did to my whole character. And I would have rather her you tell the truth about what I really shared with you. Don't go make up something to make yourself look decent. So this is why I think I'm a little jumpy when it comes to minding your relationship. Because I don't ever want you to feel like I would do you the way that lady did. I did some bogus shit. I did. I tried to embarrass you with a good lie. I did that. My butt ass hurt. I couldn't understand why. How did the devil have such a hold on somebody to make me fucking laugh? I would be in your bushes a lot, even when you was talking about my ass. I would be laughing. Hey, Jello shot. So this is why I'm going. I'm going all the way back to what I really came for was the death of my child. Uh, Being able to cope, how I cope, how I got through. Yes, it's been 26 years in June. 26. And it's been a battle. But I had to learn one thing. When you are broke and hurt and things like that happen, there's nothing that can heal you except for self love. You got to have that self love. I was looking for everybody on here to grasp me up and be like, oh, this poor lady. I didn't want any money. I didn't. I just needed support. And I don't know if anybody know or not, this is a hard pill for me to swallow. For me, years later, know that my child had to go to her grave with no eyeballs, no heart, no kidney, no lungs. And I still yet haven't been explained to where her organs are at. And for a person to get on here and try to make jokes about that and try to drag me down to the dog gut about that was really messed up. And for that, I can't deal with that. Lady got me. So now I'm recapping and trying to get everything in line of order like I had planned to do. And there's one thing about a plan, it's never too late unless you die. So, and then, like I say, we'll talk, Sakina. It's just, I need a lot of people that have never been on drugs to understand. And I can say we, whether you active or inactive, if it had a strong hold on you, welcome to the club. You're a recovering addict. You will always be a recovering addict because it don't take but one freak up and you right back at door number one. This is true facts. So I encourage anybody that's ashamed, because I feel like everybody that's in this room this morning is very sincere. And thank you, Yumi. Thank you. You know what? If there had been anybody else that felt that way, they wouldn't have said that. They wouldn't have tried to clarify it to me because you know what? In their mind, I was a junkie. I don't have to clarify shit to her. Thank you. It's these little things like that that count. And not be funny, it's little things like that that'll make people not steal from you. For real, for real. The Robinsons. At this point, I really think if they stop doing their drug of choice, I really believe those people, one of them would pass away. They have been on it for so long. There is no end game. Some people just don't get an end game. And you know what? Because they're so evil and mean, there are probably some of the people that's not going to get an end game to this. Everybody don't get saved. I have to consider myself very lucky. I have to say that I have someone other than on this earth that is looking out for me and my well being. I have to continuously say that because y'all, I done came a long way. And I have to say thank a lot of people. Yes, yes. You're right, Lisa. Because the more I focus on negativity and trying to make people believe that this lady a liar is only destroying me. It's only wearing me and my willpower to stay clean down because you always have that end game of shit, why am I even doing it? And you know, people say, oh, sticks and stones will break your bones, but words will never hurt you. I know. And I think she tell me that every day. Yeah, cause strange little butterflies stay landing on me. And people are like, that's your baby around you. I stay finding dimes, feathers. Shit, I'm in Kentucky. Ain't no white birds flying over, especially not no doves. Excuse me. So yeah, I believe in Lisa. I do. And that's a lot of what gave me hope. That I know that even if she is not the way people do, and you know what, I'm gonna run that across my band. I was gonna ask you if you cared because I haven't forgot Lisa, and that's what made me the most mad at Big Meatball Head over there. Cause nigga, you are the worst when it comes to a human being. I don't care what we did. Him trying to use that, me leaving that rehab against me and against, he used it to break all of us up. That was his end game, and he used it, and that's what Mr. James did. He used that part to try to destroy it all. But you know what? When it's a true feeling towards a person, when there is true, genuine feelings, nobody can destroy that. He couldn't destroy it. And now they're over there mad. They really mad. Because I'm going to keep on saying, Lisa, I feel Karen she was wrong about you wasn't real because you was. But I don't think she was wrong. That I think Lovely actually made another account behind your back and used it and tried to play like she knew nothing about it every time it came up. Because we would know where your whereabouts was at the times that she would say things was happening. Think about it. We would know where you was at, but we wouldn't know where Lovely was at half the time. So that prompts me to believe, yes, she has several people with separate accounts, but they're really her. There's a lot of double jeopardies around here, but it's her. And this is sad. So, do I supposed to feel bad as a ex junkie, a ex addict, and these people are addicts, and you're in their presence. You love them. You are taking up for them. So what does that put y'all in? Yes, I smoke marijuana. It's a favorite of mine. As far as I'm going. And if you are a true him, especially with those pills, it's not a walk in the park. It's a physical. This is a physical hurt. This is a physical burn. This is a mental. I mean, I'm telling y'all, this right here, drug, is a devil drug. But the doctor gives it to you. So that makes it okay, right? And when you got ignorant people that only know about their little weak crack drug that they do over there, you know, you expect it out of them. It's what you expect. For goodness sake, they smoking baking soda, y'all. Can you imagine what that does to somebody like Little Man Tate, who's already fucked up? Okay. So on this journey here, on this journey, I need for people to stop making fun of others. It's not funny. It's not funny. And you want to know when somebody wants to recover? When they start making jokes about their own self. Best thing a friend can do is what Lisa told me. You are beautiful. You are strong. You are worthy. And these are the words that I operate on for going on 2 years. And my drug use took a lot from me that I probably would never, ever get back. I know I would never be back to the person I used to be. It destroyed. All I can do now is try. I try hard as hell to stay whole. No, it wasn't. I know that wasn't you, Lisa. And that's why I started that the day that it happened, I just couldn't let that go. And I think Sakina took it wrong. I was not mad at her for that. I wanted her to realize, Sakina, Lisa is always with love. And I wanted her to be like, yeah, you're right. So if she's always with Lovely, where is she? Okay, Lovely, what the fuck are you doing? And I always said that woman did that shit. I will always stick to that. I won't take it back. And she comes in my bushes and I'm gonna debunk you, Miko. You can't, Lovely. You can't. People know now that me and you talk. People know now that some of the things Liz and Lisa heard when you was trying to be low down and thought I was gonna be your henchman. There was a lot of things they didn't hear. But you know the truth, just like I do. And this is the reason why everybody's got you by your toenails, your ass, everything just dragging you from doorknob, from doorway to doorway. People just dragging to each other's door and dropping your ass off. Motherfuckers picking you up, dusting your ass off to knock you down again. And you don't care. So I have to ask, what the fuck are you on? There is no human being operating in a God-given body. And Lisa, you can attest to this from me. There is no motherfucker on this earth that is that evil that ain't on something. You got to be. And then the people that want to come on here and share their story, and this could be an avenue for somebody to, even if you can stay away from the drugs, or I can help you get through a pill withdrawal for at least an hour. I'm going to have to take good Sakina words. I'm going to feel like I done did my job. Then you go over there to her and let her put some laughter in your life. When it's happened, everything goes. It's like your body done been bankrupt. You can't get up out the bed. You, hey, for me to be up this time in the morning functioning, I have to get up every morning, thank God. Because going on 2 years ago, I didn't get up naturally. I had to have a Suboxone, a Lord, whatever I was on at the time, it had to be right there by the bed. But the thing about me, I had to have 4 or 5 at one time. I didn't want one. The addiction was so real. I could get 120 Percocet 10. And by the end of the week, they would be gone. And wouldn't share. I had people would give me, I'll give you $40. I'll give you this. I would not. I just would. Say I might not be who I want to be. I might not be who I'm going to be. But thank God I'm not who I used to be. Oh, ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? I don't think people understand. I really don't. Listen. And a lot of people be so sweet and nice before the devil get them. They be so nice and sweet. When that devil walk in your life and you can't get him out, you turn into a hell cat. And that's what I'm not even to warn her, but you keep fucking with people and they sobriety. And in the end, nobody's gonna get fucked up behind it but you, ugly to not great. Seems that people don't believe fat be greasy. Why do y'all think that a lot of robberies end in death when somebody rob? Because these people are on dope. And I ain't talking about no damn crack either. We finna open eyes to it. Pain medication is heroin. It is synthetic heroin. So anybody out here that feels like cause the doctor gave it to you, it's okay. I'm gonna tell you that the doctor gave it to you because he didn't care if you got well or not. He just gave you another demon to fight. And we have to as people, and I'm talking about all my colored people, we got to take a stance. Everything else and capitalized on us. If that's the only thing we can hold on to, let's hold on to our sobriety around here. Because we don't know how it's gonna get. People die from withdrawal. This is a day and time where, and it's a good time also, to if you are on any kind of prescription medication, far as that will, and I'm not talking about hard medicine, anything like that. I'm talking about the narcotics. Do yourself a favor and start bagging down because it's going to get to the point where we won't be able to get anything. Don't take that chip. You don't get your meds. Y'all see that trick? Y'all see that trick? And I'm gonna go as far as to say, government, no. Once you get addicted to these little things, you'll do whatever to keep it going. So yes, we will have a lot of people that's gonna take that chip. Years ago, it was because it was killing me to stay in a Suboxone clinic because I was paying out of pocket for my sobriety. I paid a hella price to get back sober. And I'm not willing to get it up. So in order for me not to have to take this stripe ass chip, whatever it is, I better help me. And that's me what I'm saying. This is why I'm reaching out. Because I already see what's going to happen. Everybody's on narcotics in some form, shape, or fashion. Try to help yourself. Try to get at least down to a crumb. Break them. They say don't. Do. You break that bastard and you break it and you keep breaking it till the one morning you just wake up, it ain't nothing to break off of. And you pray and you meditate and you put your head up in the air like Liz Lance. Tell me chin up, baby. Tell me chin up, America, my black America, my Indian America, my Puerto Ricans, all my people of color. It's time for us to stand up and take your shit back. That's your life. This is my life. It's time to live. We got an awful, awful plague out here. And nobody's no good to nobody. If half of us are in fucking withdrawal, and that's how a lot of us gonna get fucked up. Addiction. That's how a lot of us gonna get left behind. Exactly, Lisa. And that's what it's gonna come to. Imagine you knew what I went through on the floor, get up all night long, calling out, crying, crawling across the floor. I called hate. And that was some hell that I refused to go back to. I hurt all day long, teeth, especially where they shot me because I'm always moving. I takes me a goodie on some days because they said I'm addicted too. I don't want to be addicted to nothing else. Ever. And this is like I said, how they gonna get us, Lisa? We done discussed this many a time. The vaccine. That's where that chip at. Right now, y'all, I was diagnosed with congestive heart disease in May. Yep, it was May. I'm gonna say May or June. Be on the point because I don't have my papers with me. Don't you know? I had to stand up and look at myself and be like, you have congestive heart failure at the wrong time. So guess what? Now I had to refrain from letting UTG over there get me all out of whack, getting in my feelings. That's not good for me. And if my intentions is to help people stay away from that damn vaccine, I can't be hindered. I can't be tied down with addiction. And I'm just not willing to go back to that road. And the more people that I can see that I can get to see what we see, it would be better. It would be a better cleanup if everybody could just get on the same page. The same way you pick it, because we're gonna take example George Floyd. Guess what, y'all? They put their motherfucking knee on our neck every time they write us a prescription. So not only was George Floyd murdered in front of our eyes, we get to get murdered in front of our own. We get to see our own murder. And we don't realize it until it's too late because the doctor gave it to us. Let's peek at that. Let's go strike that instead of trying to strike somebody's page that's trying to get life back after it struck the fuck out of her. And you know what? She wasn't even a dope addict. That's the part where I don't get why was her babies brought up. Why was that tragic shit that was done to her babies brought up? For that, I will never understand. And I would love to be in a place where a lot of these women were, yeah, we say what we got to say to each other. Maybe we cuss each other out. But at the end of the day, we still okay. It's a sisterhood. But we don't treat it like that. We'll let it come out of our mouth. Oh, this one's so strong and power. No, you're not. Because just as soon as we get upset with each other, I become the crackhead hole, meat hole, and all that. Meat hole is intact, boo boo. Do you know how long it's been since meat hole been touched? And you know what that's called? Self control. That's called I got better, much better love, higher standards for me and my body than you will ever have. And I come to the conclusion that your mental is not stable. It's not. And once I can identify your actions to what I'm reading, we're going to figure out what's wrong with you. Because, see, you won't go to the doctor, so we can do that. I just want you to be a woman. I want you to stop talking about other people's children. Because there's nobody on here who's got a perfect behaving child. There's no one on here who would motherfucking let anybody harm their child. So this is why I look at you and know that there's something bad wrong with you. And this is why I don't have a problem with keeping my ass clean, because there's some mugs out here like you that really need help. And I know I spoke on Drive. That's my dude. I like him. I like him more than you think I do. But there is a female, Clyde, that I think Drop forgot that the whole conscious community drug both our asses at the same time. I think he forgot that she was connected to World and other people that hate his guts. And she hadn't shut up. It's just the fact that sometimes when people know that you care for them, they do shit. And of course, me and Drop don't have a relationship that him and Clyde have. We probably would never. He'd probably be somebody I would jump out the car and play basketball with. Or else jump in his car and just take off real fast. Some crazy shit. But for me to sit back and admire this dude because I seen where he came from, me and him came on here at the same time. I'ma always say shout out to him for letting us get up there and cuss Rob ass out. Straight job, let us get up there and do what we had to do. And I always thank him for that. But I don't want I hate the game that this lady played. And she played a damn good one. She plays a good one. But I think she thought that I would just sit there and keep on acting like I'm not paying attention. No, I'm not. But then when I feel like it's got to the point where you don't want to hear what I have to say and you rather experience that bomb you about to walk into, all I can do is stand back and tell you I'm gonna try to bitch her ass up once she do what she plans to do. That one will be on me, drop. Oh, tell King he cuts up all the time. I am, Lisa. I am. I think I'm gonna say y'all that once you have been sober to a certain time, it's like you realize that you don't have to have things to express yourself to feel the way you need to feel. And that's what I'm experiencing now. It's like getting myself back to normal. Okay, the drugs been gone. The Suboxone been gone like 9 months now. I've been going strong. Nothing. And it's now like feeding back in. Not so much as yeah, trying to get back in. Thank you, Lisa. You and King be good. Kissing for me. Tell my little poo poo. And I still, even when we had that little fallout, I was like, I hope she still know that I'll take King. I still want him. And that's what I think that's what I'm having a hard time doing is going back to my natural self before. I don't even remember me before that, y'all. I don't. All I can remember is that I was a bad bitch. I had hips. I was good. Even after I had got shot, y'all, I was good. I got on them pain pills and it ripped the soul out of my body. Not the crack. Got no lie to tell y'all. It was not the crack that brought me down to this point. And for a long time, like the shit, they don't need to know that. They don't, yeah. I think now it's the time. Crack would never do the human body as bad as a Lortab, aka hydrocodone, bean, a perk, aka Percocet, oxtails, aka Oxycontin. So this right here shit ain't no joke. Xanax, no joke. All these are like party drugs that make you just hype. You want to get down and shake your ass, but you know what? You pay a horrible motherfucking fee when the drum run out, when the beat go out. As they say, when that beat go out, it's a struggle, y'all. I had wrote down. I always do this. I don't know. I think it's just a me thing, but I wrote some things down last night. Rule number one: I don't care how dopey you are or what people think. Never ever give up on you. You are your biggest supporter. You are your biggest critic. You are your biggest drug dealer. There's one thing about the drug dealers. They don't come looking for us. We go looking for them. You have to continue to do right by yourself for other people to do right by you. See, this is where sometimes when you want to reach out to people, you have to be very particular at who you're going to reach out to. See, 2 out of 3 not bad. Because I first reached out to Lovely when I was finna come off the Suboxone. She didn't know what it was. But now all of a sudden you know what every drug is. Mm. Hmm. The emoji with the finger up, please. Thank you. So sometimes when you need that extra kick or that little boost, you have to really analyze who you asking for that help. Who are you asking to stand in that corner with you and have your back during this drug rehabilitation thing? Because the shit is not easy. Oh, you see people going to rehab. Who has ever been in a real rehab to see somebody come down? I'm gonna say off of alcohol. See, I want to educate everybody about what everything do to you. And I said a synthetic heroin run was first. Which one y'all think was second? Crack or alcohol? Oh, the crack. Oh no. I saw somebody come down off of alcohol before my ice. I won't drink right today. I will never, ever, ever drink. Never. Hold on, you guys. Let me see what's going on in the grandbaby. Just hold on. All right, quick, you guys. Take a quick intermission. Okay, I'm back. Yes, shout out to you, James. I got to give you a shout out because, nigga, you done tried to bring havoc to every one that you think harmed your lady. You ever think about utilizing some of that shit that you spoke about before you and her got together as her being a decent woman? So, I mean, now you got guys laughing at you, making fun of you. And these is niggas with these top ladies. Top ladies. Drop girl on some. Shit. I'm not gay, but if I was a boy, love it. I would never say that towards you, baby. If I was a monkey, a Congo 8, maybe, you know. So, you know, it's weird to me. It's weird. And then let's just be honest. You try to keep on avoiding the fact that your man got mad about that twerk video I did. It was for his ass. So with that right there, we know this nigga is like double edged. So what I read out of that was you're really not used to having a prestigious woman off your side because you're used to ghetto. I lie about everything. I jump in your bed whenever. Type bitches. So of course you wanted to make it look like little Miko was just so in love with your big old ass. Which I love big men. I don't want a little motherfucker. I stand 5'6" and a half. And I used to weigh 281. So just imagine. I'm not a little person. I'm skinny now. But for the most part, I have big ass bones. And I have very hard fists. Just putting it out there. And I have fought all my life because, like I said, I have had to be my own parent. And then to have children and be a parent to them. Epic. Epic. And oh, I love you. I give it to Christmas. My book will be complete. And unlike you, my truth is my truth, baby. I won't strike you if you decide you want to go online, read my book. Because, see, one thing about my book, it bears no lies, baby. My whole drug addiction, everything, man. I let it out. What? How they say, let it all hang out. And if anybody else want this recovery, anybody else want to be able to feel like I feel when a motherfucker call you a crackhead and you turn around and got jokes for their ass. Come on over here to Queen Miko. Most definitely. Most definitely. I will get you comfortable with yourself. You don't need that man who made this drug that got us sprung out like this to rehab you after drug. Hmm. Did y'all know Suboxone was the cure to the addiction of opiates? Me either, because it's not. But y'all see how we get played? Do y'all see how we get played? In order to come off of Lortab's Oxys, you know, the good shit, you have to go on this thing called Suboxone, which knocks your ass out. Most powerful. But guess what, y'all? If you take that too long, there go another addiction. I'm merely saying you have to be mindful. of which way society is taking you, which way the in crowd trying to take you. You just have to be aware of yourself. And this is where we all mess up at. We don't worry enough about self. At this point, I go back and look at the videos I did, had I took that precious time and started dialoguing about this, God knows who would be okay by now. But like I said, it's not an easy road. You hurt. You cannot stand up. You can't talk. You just it's like you dead for at least 7 days. That's what this shit do to your body when you don't put it in there. Heroin, dog food. Wait a minute. Synthetic heroin. And that would be the one that the doctor give you. Like I said, I had wrote something down. I said, and the worst of it, I was led to believe that because the doctor, y'all listen now, because the doctor gave me this pill, I was a patient. So I was entitled to these pills, right? But all due reality, I was slowly being transformed into a heroin junkie without my permission. You know how they'll come in after they done gave it to you and you're addicted to it and you got the nerve to walk in there and ask for it? That's when all hell gonna break loose. Because now you're addicted. Now they can't help you. They won't even go as far as to try to find you a rehab or either back you down. There's a lot of things that the doctor can do, but you know what? Because this is one of them damn plagues that got placed upon the earth to stricken us. They won't. This is where us as weak minded people, such as the Robinsons and myself, we got to take a stand. Else Shirley and little man Tate over there gonna continuously be the content. They will continuously be taken to the damn restaurant by decent people like cousin, and Steele. And they have to go, why they got to sit in the pet area of the motherfucking restaurant? Because you little chihuahuas don't know how to act. The St. Bernard and Chihuahua just didn't know how to act. They tried to take y'all to a deep. Let me stop. But for real, y'all, this addiction shit ain't good. And us as the whole colored people of color, we have once again let them put some shit on us that we are having a hard time getting rid of in the community. This shit has swept through our whole black community and left a ugly ass scar. And what do? We sit back like it's no big. We sit back and laugh at people. That's right, it's funny. It's funny that somebody can't get up because they broke their leg 6 years ago and got to feel what a lower tab feels like. You was just that depressed that when you did take this wonder pill, all depression went away. You happy. So government, doctors, they know what's going on. It's an entrapment. And this is to my people of color and also my white people of color. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The ones who don't have ill feelings towards us. The ones that will get out there on front the fuck line with us. Shout out to Alicia Love and J4K for life. Never have I heard this woman come out her mouth sideways with even saying N-word. And I love you for that, Alicia. And you know what? Motherfuckers are hollering. Everybody got no, they don't. Everybody don't have a little prejudice to them. And it ain't even so much as being prejudiced. You have a lot of hate. We need to start identifying things for what they are. Stop saying tomato and it's a tomato. Stop saying patata and it's a potato. Stop it. It's time to stand up and take our shit back. Have y'all looked around and seen how many businesses are going up? And they are all people of color. Yes, they are. And all of my people that's not a color but of color, we welcome y'all. And y'all will be protected. Yes, you will be. No harm will ever come to you. Because I really feel like it's going to come to it. It's coming. That martial law and all that. And I won't turn on anybody that's been a respectable person, not only to me, but to the community, period. And it's only right that we do protect them. Because at this time, from what I'm reading, it's our time to shine, y'all. That's why I feel like, y'all, I was supposed to came here and did the rehab talk and stuff years ago. But guess what? It's more needed right now. This time is at hand. It's time for everybody to get it together. Focus life. If it's something you good and you can make your old hot dollar off of, get your ass to the drawing board. Get in that lab. Because before I leave this earth, I'm going to make a foundation for women my color. And you know what? That woman runs in every race. Some women just can't find make a foundation that fits their skin. So that's another goal that I would like to bring forth to this earth. So you guys, I've been on here quite a while. If you're still in here, Sakina, I love you, little lady. And you make me laugh, so know that you do your job every day. And keep your head up. Because I don't give a fuck how we may disagree in our future walk. Never will I attack your baby's boo. Nor anything about your grandma, none of that. Now, me and you might be going back and forth with a couple of bald headed bitches. You know how that shit goes, Sakina. But at the foremost, I love you. And I love your ass too, Karen King. You out there in the bushes. You're just me. And I need everybody to have a great day. Have the greatest day. Hey, cat, cat. You just will show up and show out. I ain't fooling with you. But I'm going to come back later, cat. Go back and look at the replay. It's kind of intense. But you have a good day. And I love you, cat. Because you a fucking rider, my nigga. You say rider. Everybody have a great day. I will be back to actually do what I wrote down to do. I got a whole play in here, y'all. And I got all the way off. But if anybody know anybody that's addicted to anything, send them over here. I don't got no laughs. I will not allow anybody to come in here and say or do anything disrespectful. None of that. But it's time for us to all heal. It's time to heal. This Queen Miko. Gonna go start my day. And you all do the same. Be good to yourself. Because nobody else is gonna do it. Okay? Shout out to you. You my ride or die.